morning, Fans Racing 393. We're here on Forza Motorsport 7 with their new build, which is well, if you read about it on social media, it's got mixed feedback. Lots of people saying it's good. Lots of people saying it's shite. They're talking about the sort of the big one here, which has always been a Forza Motorsport thing, which is the force feedback on the steering wheel. Historically, Forza's always been pretty much dominated by a pad controller. It's set up for that, really. I mean, I'll be honest. Previous titles, and as much as I'd hate to admit it, but you know, it is what it is. It played better with a pad. But I've always tried to use the wheel and do the best I can. And they've done a big update now, which is to do with the force feedback, and they've completely changed it. So I'll give you a sort of. Now I've got a Nissan GTR. It's a car that I've always enjoyed using in Forza games, and it's also one which is played reasonably well on the wheel anyway. Quite a lot of satisfaction driving this car. It's not over powerful, but it's got plenty there to keep me sort of honest, if you like. And I've chose Mugello for two reasons. One is I like the circuit. I'm familiar with it, and it's got plenty of corners and gradients on it. Different radius bends, so that specifically trying out a steering wheel setup would be as a good test. Even slow to medium fast, bend, nice long straight. And I've been playing around with this morning now for probably. Getting there for nearly an hour and a quarter, and I had to completely reset my wheel settings. So if I show you what I've done so far, so one of the things I have changed is gone on to Pro on the skill level. I found that I could keep up. I haven't tried Unbeatable yet, but I know for a fact I always was on Expert. That's the one I left on. But now today I've been able to go up to Pro. So I'm going to go down my options here, more so my controller options. Nothing much has changed there, to be honest. I've got the vibration on. I'm not sure if that's for the it must be for the wheel and the pad. I always thought about that, actually. Anyway, everything else is as it is. Now if I go to advanced, I'll go down these one by one, and then I'll give you a sort of a few laps round Mugello. That's obviously the inside dead zone's always been 0, and the maximum I've always put 100. The acceleration, generally because it's quite sensitive, my throttle on my CSL Elite pedal, so a little bit of my first sort of dead zone on there is just so it doesn't quite respond immediately. Because when you do like the on other bits show you the amount of throttle you're inputting. When you first touch the pedal, it kind of flickers. I found it might be the spring or dirt inside there, to be honest. But anyway, I've put that at 1. I don't think it makes a lot of difference to this game, but it's just something that I'm happy with. Again, the dead zone on the acceleration is at the high end. Now, because I use a load cell, I've decided to put this so it doesn't come in so much of a bang, and then the full braking isn't trying to bend the pedal mounting plate that I've got it on. So I found that either really odd numbers, but 18 on this one and 88 on my pedal seem to work really well. I've done the same with the clutch, although I'm not using clutch on this particular capture today. I've got a handbrake, which I haven't tried yet, to be honest, so I've just put that a slight dead zone and put it at 90. It's not something I've actually tried yet, but I will get around to doing that. On to sort of the meat and potato now of what I'm doing this for. Vibration scale, I didn't want it rattling my head off, so I'll put that down to 30. These ain't final settings. The force feedback scale I'll put to 60. I've got the one on the Fanatec wheel at 70. I don't know if it overrides that. I haven't really worked that out yet. I don't know whether I've got auto. I suppose I should check it really. But this is where the sort of the changes are. So it says here that is the aligning torque scale. Now this is combined from the next two down, I found. So now if I go back to that one, there's no other reason for this. I have tried them at maximum minimum on all these. And then when you've got mechanical trail scale, this one is basically, it gives more fidelity when you get it lower. And the pneumatic trail scale is to do with the fact of the tyre losing traction across the track, if you like. And all I've done is, because of this as a key word here, from the combined mechanical and pneumatic trail. So all I've done is added them together to 190. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It might be completely out, but it feels okay. Again, it's not its final settings. This is my sort of initial setup for this steering wheel. Road feel scale, which I've only put a random sort of 140. That's the highest I've run it so far. It seems okay. Normally, the wheel damper scale you put to 0. I don't know what that means on there, lowering this value to what? I don't know what that was. So someone might be able to let me know what it means on that one properly. And the centre spring I've got just low. I had these off earlier on. I personally felt it wasn't as good. But it might just be me. It might just be the fact that I've got other settings wrong. I'm not saying they're right, but it feels okay. My wheel rotation is now set to 900, and it's on wheel 900. So it wasn't like that before. I had it run at about 550, 560. And the linearity for steering, well, my understanding on that is 50-50 is like for like. Now I don't run the wheel in view. Again, I've gone over to dash cam, which I feel's a lot better. But anyway, that's my settings so far. I was going to say something else then, but I've sort of lost my train of thought. Anyway, well, except then, I'm sure there was something I was going to say about that, but I can't remember now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It will distract me now. So we've got the GTR, Nissan GTR. I'm going to go around Mugello. We've got a 5-lap race, and we're against other GT sport vehicles, so very much the same class, if you like. So we're going to start race. I'm running this at slightly lower resolution because it jumps around on my Elgato at 1060. Anyway, so I'll try and just get the start out of the way first. It's still got a few Forza-isms with the steering. I'm not worried about what position I finish, and it's not about racing them as such. But I'm going to try and get sort of like near the front, or at least away from the pack, without crashing. So the force feedback feels quite good. Now, but it still has this sort of like steering fade. If you could take the corners beyond the limit of the car, if you see what I mean. Now I've come straight from PC sim racing today, straight onto this, and normally you've got to sort of adjust everything to get used to Forza again. So let's get past this. Is that a mark, is it? Down to the hairpin. I'm sort of trying to drive within the physics, which is something you still got to do with Forza, but it's far more detailed. Past the Ferrari if I can. We've got the guts in the car. Might not have. I don't cut in on him. Give it things down the long straight. Can't get away from this Ferrari. So the setting's on higher, and I found I am more competitive. I'm hoping this doesn't jump around in capture, because it'd be good for you guys to. So it's got good. See, just a bit overcooked it there. It's got good thing, which I know it didn't have that before. You do have to do the changes on the wheel. If you go straight in with the original settings, you'll be all over the place. You've got to reset everything, most of it. I'm happy for you guys to try, obviously, my settings. So you can just go over the grip level. If you stay within that, you can feel the car gripping from the tyres, but it might be some more settings that I can play around with. It's got nice rumble effects on all curbs, which is nice to have. Even some PC sims don't have that. There's some curbs which tend to be omitted for some reason, but it's probably to do with the coding and programming rather than anything else. But Turn 10 Studio seem to have done a pretty good job on that. I've got the force feedback set quite high, so I can get used to the detailing, which I know didn't have before. The AI almost pretty slow through this sort of segment of the track, which I do. Even on this setting, so you can catch him up here. Still not 100% with my wheel settings, but it's alright. I mean, you can get consistent laps. It's got a nice sort of feel down the straight when nothing's happening, rumble of the road, and under braking's particularly good. It's a little bit slidey there. That bit there, if I can get rid of that initial slide. You've just got to be patient. So there is a little bit of limitation. You know, it's got torque, and then the torque disappears to simulate oversteer or understeer, I guess. I think that's the torque alignment on the tyres, pneumatic torque. I think. So maybe that can be adjusted. But on the setting I've got it on, I'm about the AI now. There, for example, too much. And too much again. And there. Oh my god. Yeah, I've made a mistake there. Get back on without getting hit. Ferrari's right behind me. I don't know if they've done the AI fix at all, I'm sure about that. But you do get a good feel for this wheel now in the corners. It's very easy to overdrive, that's the thing. You've sort of got to work the force feedback with and kind of use your eyes a little bit about what the car's doing. Like that. Let's take a bit more confidence. It's definitely not as arcadey. Now I use a Fanatec setup, the CSL Elite, which I've always had. And to be quite honest with you, I'm very pleased with this. I've been playing R Factor 2 for weeks. And it does take a bit more concentration. A bit like PCs. And normally, if I've been on the PC for a while and come on to Forza, for example, anything on the console, you struggle to sort of dial yourself back in. So that was quite a good feeling through the wheel, that particular bit. And that was good. So I think something's obviously, I haven't played it for a long while, this particular game. I play it often when I got the console on, but I know I haven't played it for ages. And that's coming from games which are perhaps more sim-like to a game that definitely wasn't, but still playable nonetheless, and be relatively competitive, I think is a testimony to what they've done. I might do third this time, maybe. The second's a bit low on this car, anyway. There's other fixes they've done as well. But you can push to a point. I think it's again just getting used to the different cues on the steering. Got the flagship Porsche in front there. I think the grunt of my GTR will blow that one away in the weeds. Lapping quicker than I did before, so my lap times are consistently quicker, and I'm talking. Yeah, I do like that bit there. That is very, very enjoyable. GT rim as well, my McLaren GT rim. So, and again, you've got to remember this is on 900 degrees DOR. Which is something Forza was never really renowned for. I mean, I sometimes sort of flit between 560, 600, 900 maybe, but it's definitely done a good job. I mean, I don't know if this car is just the one that I'm particularly happy and familiar with. I haven't tried, prototypes or Formula 1 cars, and so there could be a difference there. The opposite lock there. I'm trying to. What is that in front actually? Oh, it's a McLaren, isn't it? It's not P1. This chicane is always a bit tricky, and they always slow through there. Got some grunt. I might not be able to get round it on this corner of mine, but it's still there, so I can hear it. Come on, let's get that Jap power. Let's blow that McLaren into the weeds. I know they're not clean laps, obviously I'm going wide, but I am consistent. Oh, there we go. I didn't realise that was the end. I was enjoying it so much. So there we go. And I got an achievement. I don't know what that one was. So looking at my time, my lap time there, it is quicker than the pack. So I could probably go up to unbeatable. I don't know how much quicker they'll be. But there we have it. That's my take on Forza. I suggest... Well, I'm telling you, I suggest that you give it a go. Try my settings and let me know if you find anything different with them settings. I will be tweaking them. I'll be happy to do them again on here and go through it again with you. So yeah, sim racers beware, arcade racers look out, get rid of them pads is all I say. Enjoy your time with Forza. Catch you later.